From the wonderful world of sports, we bring you Home Run Derby, where each week the leading home run hitters of the major leagues will compete in a home run hitting contest. You'll meet such stars as Duke Snider, Eddie Mathews, Rocky Colavito, Ernie Banks, Mickey Mantle, Henry Aaron, Harmon Killebrew, Willie Mays, and many others.
Well, hi there, everybody. Today on Home Run Derby, our two-time winner, Henry Aaron, will meet his slugging teammate from the Milwaukee Braves, Eddie Mathews. Let's meet them, shall we? Come on in, fellas. Henry, good seeing you again.
Thank you, Mark.
Eddie, welcome aboard.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, fellas, today you're going to go for the big money. The winner will receive $2,000. The loser, $1,000. As an added bonus, anytime either one of you should hit 3 consecutive home runs, you'll receive an additional $500. The 4th home run in a row is worth another $500. And each consecutive home run after that is worth an additional $1,000. You'll play 9 innings. You'll each get 3 outs per inning. Any ball not hit out of the ballpark is an out. You don't have to swing at every pitch, but if the ball is in the strike zone and you don't swing at it, it will also constitute an out. Art Passarella will call the strikes. Now, do you have any questions?
No question.
Eddie?
Well, Mark, in right field, is the ball a home run if it goes over the first screen fence?
Well, no, I think we better check with head umpire Art Passarella to get a ruling. Come on in, Art. Art, Eddie had a question, a ruling on what constitutes a home run in right field.
Eddie, the ball must go over the brick wall in right field. However, if the ball should hit the trees above the wall in right field, it's also a home run. Understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Art. Now, fellas, the pitchers are out there to throw the ball over the plate. They're batting practice pitchers, and they'll work every other inning. As our last winner, you'll be the home team. Eddie, that means you'll hit first. So good luck to both of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Henry, good luck.
Thank you.
We'll start Home Run Derby in just a moment.
Batter up!
Well, we're all set to go, fans. The top half of the first inning, Eddie Mathews steps into the plate. A natural rivalry here on Home Run Derby. Hank Aaron versus Eddie Mathews. Line drive in right field. It is a
One away.
out. There's one away.
I never thought it would have happened, Mark, but this is the first time I had a chance to pull against my own teammate.
I imagine it must be strange, Hank.
It is strange.
One away in the first. High fly ball going back deep into right center field. This is going. It's going. It's gone up into the bleachers for a home run. And Eddie Mathews takes the lead in the top of the first, 1-0. Belted that one high and deep.
He hits that one pretty good.
High pop-up. That's 2 away.
2 outs.
1-0. Mathews leading, top of the first. Line drive and a right, and it's dropping in there.
3 outs.
It would have been a base hit, but right now it's just an out. And that's all in the top of the first inning. Eddie Mathews picks up a home run, and the score at the end of a half inning of play, Eddie Mathews 1, Hank Aaron coming up. Well, Eddie, although you're teammates and buddies with Hank, you didn't waste any time going after him.
Well, that's what we're here for.
That's exactly what we're here for. Hank Aaron strides up to the plate. 1-0. Eddie Mathews out in front the last half of the first. As the winner of our last contest, Hank Aaron is the home team and bats last. Pitch does not count.
I hate to see this guy be in my first run competition here, though.
Pop-up foul out of play. 1 away.
1 out.
He has a picture swing, doesn't he?
Oh, it's beautiful, yeah. I'm glad he's on our side in the regular season.
High fly ball going back deep in the left center field. Away back, and caught up against the wall. It's 2 out.
2 away.
Man, that one almost carried.
That had me worried right there.
1-0. Eddie Mathews leads. Line drive for an out, and that's all in the first inning.
3 outs.
No runs for Hank Aaron, and the score at the end of 1 inning of play, Eddie Mathews 1, Hank Aaron nothing. You know, while you were hitting up there, what Eddie told me, he was going to try to beat you.
Well, that's what he's here for. That's what I'm going to be trying to do to him.
Eddie Mathews coming up to the plate here. Top half of the second inning, leading Hank Aaron by a score of 1-0. Line drive foul, and there's one away.
1 out.
Hank Aaron defeated Ken Boyer 9-6 and Jim Lemon 6-4. Ground ball, 2 outs.
2 away.
Home run or nothing here on Home Run Derby. Line drive in right field. It'll fall short. And that's all.
3 outs.
3 out, the top half of the second inning, and the score at the end of an inning and a half of play is Eddie Mathews 1, Hank Aaron nothing. Eddie, being a teammate of Hank's and watching him play every day, is there any pitch that fools him?
Well, not unless they throw it behind him.
That's about the only way he can get fooled.
And sometimes I don't even fool him.
He's got the tremendous wrists that just snap that ball.
Oh, he's really a great hitter and just a pitcher to watch him play ball.
Hank Aaron at the plate. Swinging a high fly ball to deep center field, away back in center, and it stays in the ballpark.
1 out.
Hit that one toward the 412-foot mark. 1-0, Eddie Mathews out in front, the last half of the second. Ground ball, 2 out.
2 away.
That's his specialty. Those high hoppers, they never throw him out on those.
Ground ball, and that's all for Hank Aaron in the second inning.
3 outs.
At the end of 2 innings of play complete, the score is Eddie Mathews 1, Hank Aaron nothing. Hank, basically, Eddie Mathews has a different swing than you do, doesn't he?
Yeah, he seems like he overpowers the ball. He's strong, you know, and he gets his whole entire body into the ball.
While you get your power from your wrists, he gets his from his forearms.
He gets his from his forearm.
Well, we're set to go the top half of the third. Eddie Mathews settling into the batter's box. 1-0, Mathews out in front of Aaron. High fly ball deep to left. It is caught for an out.
1 away.
High pop-up.
2 outs.
2 away. Line drive fouled, and that's all for Eddie Mathews in the top half of the third. And the score, going into the bottom of the third inning, Eddie Mathews 1, Hank Aaron nothing. Eddie, for a minute there, I thought you had one.
Well, I pulled a little too much.
Well, you're still out in front by a score of 1-0 in the bottom half of the third.
I think it's going to take a few more than that to win this thing, though.
I think it is, too, because Hank can bust out at any moment.
That's for sure.
Here's Henry Aaron, the bottom half of the third. There goes one, high and deep in the left center field, way back, and gone over the left field wall, and it's all tied up at 1-1.
Yeah, as we were just saying.
Yes, he took the ball right out of our mouth.
He must have been listening to us.
Hank Aaron at the plate. High fly ball deep in the right center field. Not far enough, however.
1 out.
And there's one away. That's your field over there in right.
Yeah, he can go there all he wants.
Ground ball, 2 out.
2 away.
Didn't go for that pitch. Incidentally, the pitcher throwing the most home run balls will also receive a bonus. Line drive in the left center field. It's in between the outfielders, but it goes for an out.
3 outs.
And that's all in the last half of the third. Hank Aaron picks up a homer, and the score at the end of 3 complete is Mathews 1, Aaron 1.
Now let's take time out for a moment. Back to Home Run Derby and the top of the 4th inning.
Hank, what's the longest ball you ever saw Eddie hit?
I think the longest one I saw Eddie hit was in 1959 in Forbes Field. He hit that ball over the roof.
A tremendously tense battle here, all tied up 1-1.
1 away.
That's 1 out. 1 away, the top half of the 4th inning. Eddie Mathews, the batter. We're all locked up 1-1 on Home Run Derby. Pop-up. Going to the opposite field. That's 2 out.
2 away.
High pop-up in foul territory out of play, and that's all for Eddie Mathews in the 4th inning. He failed to score. And going now to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's Eddie Mathews 1, Hank Aaron 1. Eddie, during the regular season, do you conscientiously, or consciously, I should say, swing for a home run?
No, that actually is the mistake, and that's where you develop your slumps, trying to hit home runs.
Here's Hank Aaron, swings on the first pitch and pops it foul out of play for an out.
You just meet the ball, it'll go.
Just meet it,
That's
hit it right. Get the fat part of the bat on the fat part of the ball. Line drive in the left center field.
2 outs.
There are 2 away here in the last half of the 4th inning. We're all tied up, fans, at 1-1. Eddie Mathews against Hank Aaron. Line drive belted back deep into left center field. It is up against the wall for an out.
3 outs.
He tagged that one, but it's no runs in the 4th inning for Hank Aaron. And the score at the end of 4 complete, Eddie Mathews 1, Hank Aaron 1. You know, Hank, I think the pressure's on because I know a couple of pitchers on your ball club who've hit 2 home runs in 1 game, Lou Burdette and Warren Spahn.
That's correct.
Eddie Mathews at the plate. High pop-up. 1 away.
Big league pop-up.
1 out.
Big league pop-up. High fly ball into right field. That'll be 2 outs.
2 away.
I noticed that Eddie chokes up on his bat about 1.5 inches, 2 inches from the end.
Yes, he started last year, Mark, and he led the league, both major leagues, in home runs, and I think he's going to continue to have that same batting stance.
High fly ball into right field. It's a way back, but
3 outs.
stays in the ballpark, and that's all for Eddie Mathews in the top half of the 5th. And the score at the midway point is Eddie Mathews 1, Hank Aaron 1. Eddie, Hank is a long ball hitter, but does he hit the tape measure type?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He hits them long ways.
Aaron at bat, the last half of the 5th. We're all tied up at 1-1. The pitchers are out there to lay the ball over the plate. High fly ball into left center field. Way back, and in the ballpark.
1 out.
It stays in. Hit just a little bit too high. 1 out. Got under that one just a little bit too much.
Boy, just fractions is all it takes when you pop it up.
Line drive belted deep to left field. It's gone for a home run, and Hank Aaron takes the lead 2-1. You're going to have to come from behind.
Yeah. He's putting the pressure on.
Hank Aaron gets his 2nd home run of the ball game. Now leads Eddie Mathews 2-1. Foul ball. That's 2 away here in the last half of the 5th inning.
2 outs.
There is no breeze. A beautiful, bright, sunshiny day. Line drive for an out, and that's all in the 5th inning.
3 outs.
Hank Aaron picks up a home run, however, and the score going into the top half of the 6th, Hank Aaron 2, Eddie Mathews 1.
Mark, I'm falling behind in what I did in the other game, am I?
Well, you may be falling behind in your home run production, but you're still out in front by a score of 2-1.
Well, I like for it to end that way.
High fly ball.
1 out.
1 away. Top half of the 6th, Eddie Mathews trailing by 1. It's a home run or nothing here on Home Run Derby. Line drive in right center field. It is bounces in there, and it's 2 outs. High fly ball into right center field. I believe this one's going to go. It's gone into the bleachers for a home run. It's all tied up again at 2-2. You can't pull away from him.
No, don't seem like it.
Eddie Mathews, coming from behind here, ties it up in the 6th inning, 2-2. He's a threat on every pitch. Foul ball out of play, and that's all for Mathews.
3 outs.
But he picked up the tying run in the top half of the 6th inning, and the score going into the bottom of the 6th, Eddie Mathews 2, Hank Aaron 2. Eddie, you got even with him again.
Yeah, I snuck one in.
Aaron at the plate here. Last half of the 6th inning, all tied up at 2-2. High fly ball into straightaway left field. One away.
One out. Two
Foul
away.
ball, 2 out.
That one had me scared there.
Looked like a good pitch,
He
didn't
was
it?
on that one.
2 all-time National League greats, Hank Aaron and Eddie Mathews, teammates on the Milwaukee Braves, battling it out here on Home Run Derby. 2-2. Line drive back deep into left center. It is up against the wall for an out. Man, that was tagged, but not quite far enough. And the score at the end of 6 complete, Hank Aaron 2, Eddie Mathews 2.
Now let's take time out for a moment. Back to Home Run Derby and the top of the 7th inning.
Henry, that ball that you hit up against the wall was still rising when it hit that fence out there.
Yeah, it just happened that the fence wasn't back far enough for it to go over.
In other words, you'd like to have had the fence about 375.
Yeah, right then I would.
Sometimes, though, you're happy it's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Mathews, the batter, the top half of the 7th inning. We're all tied up, fans, at 2-2. A tense battle on Home Run Derby. Line drive, 1 out. I've noticed that Mathews has dropped his hands down a bit on that bat now.
Yeah, he seemed to get a little bit more power on the ball when he does that.
High pop-up. There are 2 outs. Ball had a good sound to it.
Yeah, he just got under that one just a little bit.
High fly ball deep into right center field. This could be it. It's away back there, and no, it stays in the ballpark for an out. Hit just a bit too high, and Mathews fails to score in the top half of the 7th. And the score, going into the bottom of the 7th inning, Eddie Mathews 2, Hank Aaron 2. Eddie, that last one fooled me. I was about ready to mark down a home run.
Well, I got a little under it. Other than that, I might have gone.
Here's Hank Aaron. Last half of the 7th, 2-2. High pop-up. 1 out.
Somebody ought to break loose here pretty soon.
Somebody's going to break loose here pretty soon. Remember, 3 in a row is worth $500.
Yeah, I know that.
Line drive into center field. Up against the fence. That would go for about 3, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the way he can run, that's for sure.
But it's 2 outs. High pop-up.
3 outs.
Out of play, and that's all. In the 7th inning for Hank Aaron. And the score going to the top half of the 8th is still all tied up at 2-2. Henry, I checked the rules. Although that one that you would have hit out center field would normally be a triple, there's nothing in the rule book that says you can give somebody 3/4 of a run.
Well, I tell you, it's in this game, Mark, home run or nothing.
Mathews got a home run in the 1st, another in the 6th. High fly ball into right center field. It's going to stay in the ballpark. And there's 1 away.
1 out.
Pops it up into left center field. 2 out.
It's 2 away.
Not much time left, Henry.
No, that's for sure.
2 out, top half of the 8th, tied up at 2-2. High fly ball into short right center field, and that's all for Eddie Mathews in the top of the 8th inning. Failed to score, and the score remains Mathews 2, Aaron 2. Well, Eddie, it's still tied up at 2-2.
Yeah? What happens if it stays that way?
Well, we go into extra innings, just like in a regular ball game.
Like a regular one, huh?
Here's Hank Aaron stepping in. Last half of the 8th inning, tied up at 2-2. Ground ball, there's 1 away.
1 out.
Aaron had his home runs in the 3rd and the 5th.
It's 2 away.
Bouncing ball, 2 outs.
We're placed in quite a ways between them.
Yeah, and a home run right now could mean a lot.
You're not kidding.
A difference of $1,000. The winner receives $2,000. The loser $1,000. High fly ball back deep in the left center field. Look out! It is gone over the left center field wall for a home run.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Every time I predict a home run, he hits one.
He sure did. He now leads by a score of 3-2.
3 outs.
Ground ball to the left side, and that's all for Hank Aaron. But Hank Aaron picked up a home run in the last half of the 8th inning and moves out in front at the end of 8 complete by a score of 3-2. Henry, you're out in front again.
Well, let's hope it stay that way, Mark.
Coming right down to the top half of the ninth inning, Eddie Mathews walks up toward the plate. A tense, tight moment. Teammates, Hank Aaron, Eddie Mathews, Aaron out in front by a score of 3-2. That could have been a $1,000 home run you hit.
I hope it is.
High fly ball deep to left. It's away back and gone for a home run to tie it up at 3-3.
That's it. Out of everything.
Out of everything.
One away.
One out. It's a shame to waste those base hits.
You're not kidding.
One away. Line drive in the left center.
2 away.
2 outs. Fans were all tied up here, 3-3. Eddie Mathews coming from behind with a belt over the right field wall in the top half of the ninth inning to lock it up at 3-3. Foul tip out of play, and that's all for Mathews in the top half of the ninth. But Eddie Mathews picked up a home run to tie it up going into the bottom of the ninth inning. Eddie Mathews 3, Henry Aaron 3. Well, Eddie, like a true champion, you came from behind to tie it up at 3-3.
Well, I'd like to hit another one there.
Yes, I don't doubt it, especially with Henry getting the last bats.
Yeah, he snuck his last turn in on me. Well, we might have an extra inning ball game with that, though.
You never can tell.
I'm going to keep my fingers crossed.
All right. Henry Aaron at the plate. High pop-up. Look out, Eddie.
1 out.
Missed us. That's 1 away in the last half of the ninth inning. All tied up at 3-3. Henry Aaron and Eddie Mathews on Home Run Derby.
I don't like to see that pitcher throw him up there, up high like that. That's the ones he clobbers.
High fly ball going back deep into straightaway center field. Way back. And it stays in the ballpark.
2 away.
Man, that one sounded good, didn't it?
That's a long ways out there, though, Mark.
Yes, it is. This ballpark was selected because it favors neither an American nor a National League player. High fly ball going back deep into left center field. This could be a $2,000 hit. It is gone over the left field wall for the home run, and Henry Aaron wins it by a score of 4-3. We'll be back to meet our ball players in just a moment. It's quite a battle you fellas put on.
Well, only one of us could win, so I'm glad it was me.
Well, Hank, you just keep winning. I'm going to come back and get you.
And you're definitely coming back. Please accept this check for $1,000 and our congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Hank. Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Thank you, yeah.
Well, Henry, with this check for $2,000, that makes a total of $6,000 that you've won on Home Run Derby. You've won 3 in a row. Now, your next opponent will be from the American League, a slugger by the name of Al Kaline.
Well, I'll be ready for him.
I know that you will. Congratulations and good luck to you, Henry Aaron.
Thank you.
Join us at home plate for another exciting contest between Henry Aaron and Al Kaline on Home Run Derby.
Home Run Derby is produced with multiple cameras, the players' interviews being recorded simultaneously with the contest.